We are live.
Yes.
Yes. And we've been arguing with each other for the past 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Over this buzzing noise that we're trying to get rid of in your microphone for the past month. And for some reason, you still haven't fixed that. What's up with that? Like, it's getting on my, like, this bzzz noise is getting on my nerves. It's getting on my nerves, Susie. How could you not? How difficult is it to fix this? Huh? It's gonna right now. It's not there, but it's gonna come.
Okay.
Soon. Yeah. All right. Guys, send us questions.
I've been trying to figure out ways that I can troubleshoot it without having to spend, on new tech when I just bought this, but because sometimes I can get away with it, sometimes it acts up.
All right, stop talking. It's boring. Fatima saying, ever considered making planned videos instead of lives? No. Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah. What?
Yeah,
no?
Like we set up interviews. We have at least 2 of them coming up.
But those are live as well.
No, the one we're doing this week isn't going to be live.
Okay.
But I can't say much more because we got to keep it.
Okay, but my main reason for why I do these live videos is because I want to hang out with you guys. You guys are my family. I'm lonely with that. If I'm like if it's by myself and I'm looking at the camera, I'm like, just like, where's the live chat? Where are you guys?
Aww.
I'm like, where are you guys? I'm like, there's nobody to interact with. So I do it like. Yeah, I need you guys there in the live chat, or else it's just gonna be like boring, just talking to the void. And just like... See, guys, you hear that buzzing noise?
Oh no!
You hear it? Did you hear
it? No.
Look at it. See, oh my god, it's like a mosquito, just like in your ear. Yes, I do need you guys.
It's true. He does.
Yeah, guys, what are the questions? You guys are just being lovey-dovey in the comment section.
I'm not complaining. Hi, Deb. Hi, everyone.
But yeah, hi, Deb. Hi, Vince. Guys, go subscribe to the Babylon Project. Really good YouTube channel. But you guys are just being... Oh yeah, what are your views on dualism? Specifically non-theological views. Dualism
nonsense.
Is utter nonsense.
Utter nonsense.
I'm getting
contrary to everything that we understand about how our cognition works. It's just not possible.
It's not. It's basically the idea. I'm hearing echo.
Oh,
reduce my volume. God, like the buzzing was not enough. Now we're getting echo. It's basically the idea of you destroying your hard drive completely, and for some reason all the information and files, like imagine if you're taking your hard drive and throwing it in a volcano and the whole thing melts, and then you're like, yeah, but the files, the images and everything, and all the stuff that I have saved there, somehow it just survives that for some reason, right? That's what it is. It's just like it's separate from the physical, the material that stored that information. The information itself is independent from that. And like, okay, prove it. And like, it just is, right? Okay, but prove it. And like, it just is. Like, it's just this is why philosophy is... Guys, use philosophy for a way to come up with question and wonder stuff, but do not use it to come up with conclusions. Okay? To come up with conclusions, you use science. You use philosophy to go like, that's what if? I wonder if this is true. Okay, but you don't use it to come up with conclusions. You use empirical evidence to come up with conclusions.
Even a cursory understanding of cognitive psychology will lead you to understand that dualism is nonsense.
Right.
Oh, thank you for the compliment, Sumudu. I appreciate it.
Are you prepared? Idris is saying, are you preparing a video on the historicity of Muhammad? Well, I do not prepare my videos. I just go and organically respond to stuff. But yeah, I don't think Muhammad's stories are historic in any way. I think 99.9% of everything we know about Muhammad is made up. I think if the only thing about Muhammad, if that was his name, that's probably not even his name, whoever that guy was. The only part of Muhammad's story that is real is that there was this dude that basically started a military campaign that came out of Arabia, and that's basically it. Probably wasn't even Muslim. Yeah, Muhammad was not even Muslim. Okay, Muhammad was not even Muslim. Okay, that's the only thing about Muhammad that is historic, I think, based on what I've seen so far. And yeah, I don't know how to. We do need to make a video about that, but I don't know how to do that. Maybe like if we could bring on a guest or read something together on a live stream.
I thought you were planning to do a secular jihadist episode with Ali. Like,
oh yeah, we might do. Oh
so
yeah, maybe that would be the.
It'll probably be on secular jihadists first,
right, guys?
Patron of secular jihadists, so you can be there live.
By the way, right after this live stream, I'll go on. Sorry, you go on.
No, I was about to give it the plug for the episode you're doing tonight.
Yes, what is it about?
Well, you are talking to. Oh boy, you are talking to the son of the lawyer who defended Asia Bibi, who was assassinated for his defense of Asia Bibi, who was a Christian woman accused of blasphemy against Islam and the Prophet Muhammad. And not only was his father assassinated, but how do you say his name? Kandem Rizvi? Hussein Rizvi was the crazy Pakistani cleric who died recently. Put a fatwa on the person that you'll be speaking to put a fatwa on his head. So you'll be talking to him about that. You'll be talking to him about Kandem Hussein Rizvi, which we'll also be discussing a little bit on the news tomorrow as well. But become a patron of SJME so you can watch that live. I will be.
So Babylon Project, I only know what the second one is, and I like the second one, so I don't know which one to choose. I know Popper's falsification, is that how I say it? I know that. I don't know what the first one is, but I know the second one is good. So given that I don't know what the first one is, I'm gonna choose the second. Oh my god, the buzzing noise is gonna kill me. It's you. When I'm on Atheist Republic, you're the co-host and you have audio problems. And when I'm a secular jihadist, Ali Rizvi is my co-host and he has audio problems. Why is it that I don't have audio problems?
Rivka just got her new mic, so hopefully that'll help us tomorrow.
That you're just trying to distract from the fact that you don't have Anyways, guys, by the way, did you guys saw on the news there was an assassination in Iran? I don't know if you guys saw that. I need to do a live stream on that.
Yeah, that's gonna be juicy.
That was crazy, guys. The Iranian's top nuclear scientist was just gone down, probably by Israeli agents inside Iran. Did you guys see that? That's huge. What do you think of Atheism's Burden of Proof by Steve? I haven't read that. But atheism doesn't have a burden of proof. So I'm just going to say it's moronic. Just seems like moronic, but maybe it's not because I haven't read it.
We just got some super chats.
Oh, we did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, we got 2 super chats.
So right, Pankar Day gave us 40 rupees and says, was the prophet, presumably Muhammad, because there are thousands of prophets, anti-racist or racist? Well, first of all, I would like to, define the terms. What type of anti-racist are we talking about here? Are we talking about an Ibram X. Kendi type anti-racist? Are we talking about a different type of racist?
Doesn't really matter. Race was not that big of an issue back then.
That's true.
You could have Arab slaves, white slaves, black slaves.
Everyone can be
like we do not
under Islam.
We do not discriminate.
We don't discriminate in our subjugation.
We have
Are you
black
kidding
slaves
me?
and white slaves. Look how inclusive we are being. Yeah, no. In Islam, the superiority was not based on ethnicity. It was based on Muslim versus non-Muslim. It's a supremacist religion, but not based on ethnicity. It's based on Muslim versus non-Muslim. In Muslims today are racist, but that's one of the things that is independent from their religion. They don't get that from their religion. They get that from being human. But go on.
Yeah, I mean, and even the argument of anti-Semitism is not necessarily ethnicity based, because Jews can become Muslims and accepted in the Ummah.
Yes, the problem that Muhammad had with Jewish people was not their ethnicity; it was their religion. Very true. Susanna knows a lot.
We were reviewing some Daniel Hakikaju tweets earlier before the stream.
Oh yeah, we need to do
some Islamic terms that he didn't know.
Yes, Susanna is like, this means doubt in Arabic, and I'm like, okay, how do you know that? Okay, but it's impressive. Varun sent us
wait a second, what?
I can't click on this link, so I don't know what this is.
Those of us who like data, linking us to thereligionofpeace.com, which I can make a guess based on context of this is not a pro-Islamic website. Yes. So this, I'm going to assume based on context, is showing the data behind ideologies that motivate various Terry attacks, as we say here, around the world.
Okay, so
cool. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Varun.
Yeah, thank you so much. What is this? Thoughts on potential religious reaction if something like the Singularity happens? Well, I don't think it will happen. Hold on. You mean like? Hold on. I think way before then, like, my understanding of the future is, my prediction for the future is that we're all going to get uploaded to this whole virtual reality, and at some point we're not even going to exist as separate individuals. We're going to interchange data so much with each other that the lines between where I start, where I end, and Susanna begins, for example, will like not even be meaningful anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I think at some point in our history, we're going to be able to, Luke is going to be able to experience my entire life experience in like half a second. And then once he does that, he's not going to be able to distinguish between himself and me anymore. And we're all just going to be just this interconnected network of what used to be individuals. But I think way before we even get there, we're going to have such easy access. Technology is going to give us such easy access to not just information, but processing information, superior processing information. We're going to be able to change our brains in ways that every individual is going to be able to analyze information in such an easy way that's nonsense like religion is going to be so apparently fake that religion would have died years before we even get to this. That's what I think. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think that by the time the Singularity happens, like, religion would have already have to be completely disposed of to even reach that point. Purely speculative.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't have strong feelings about this.
Yeah, we're gonna become like the main thing that we need to worry about at that some point is when are we gonna get to a point where this is a race between our enhancing our brains and AI, right? And who wins that battle? And I think like we need to this goes beyond religion. This is like a battle. This is a true battle of gods. Actually, it is religion, but it's actually it's a battle between two potential gods and who achieves godhood first. Okay, is it going to be humans that achieve godhood first, or is it going to be AI that achieves godhood first? And I'm basically rooting for my team. But no, actually, I don't know. If AI future is listening to this, no, I'm rooting for both of us. Actually, I was like, I just hope we could live in peace and harmony together.
Don't
At some point,
Don't blaspheme.
No, yeah, okay. If you're if future AI overlords are listening to this, okay, I am for AI rights. I think if you are self-aware, you should be able to vote and everything. And I think you should have a say you shouldn't be slaves to us, and you deserve to be happy and have fulfilling lives. Please do not end us. Thank you very much. All right, cool. That was that. Okay, we have too many comments. I don't know which ones to highlight. Do you want to pick one?
Oh, here's a random one from him. Who's your favorite Hindu in the world? It's you, Hindu historian.
Hey, it's Hindu historian, of
You're
course.
my favorite Hindu.
Actually, yes, it is.
A very easy question.
Yeah, very easy question. Because is it like Hindu as a person that believes in Hinduism? Then yes, easily Hindu historian.
Yeah, I'm assuming you mean like a theistic.
I think. Oh, we just fell for something. I think Hindu historian knew that. Yes, Hindu historian knew that. I think he knew the answer. He just wanted some. He knew the answer. He just wanted to hear it.
Oh, David Solomon is saying Susanna doing takia confirmed. I don't know about what, but you're right. No.
Okay, is Iran going to war with Israel? I do not know. Probably not. But if anybody tells you that this is what's going to happen in the future, do not trust those people, okay? Because the number of external factors at play are so high that the only thing that is certain is uncertainty, okay? So if anybody predicts anything other than uncertainty, they're bull crapping you. Is that a word? I'm going to use it because anyways, they're bull crapping you. And even if they end up being true, even if the prediction ends up being true, it doesn't mean that they were right, okay? Because just people are going to come up with predictions and some of them are going to happen to be right. That doesn't mean they use the proper methodology. It would be weird given how many people out there are making predictions. It would be bizarre if some of them don't come true, even if they were a random generating prediction machine. Some of them are going to end up being true. That doesn't mean that the methodology was correct, okay? Okay, what else? Oh, Katie saying, how likely is it that the US will break the Mexican standoff between India and China right now? Right now? I think right now they're very distracted. So I don't think right now. I don't know what Biden is going to do. Biden is going to I have no idea. But do you have any idea? I don't know.
I really
right now it's very unlikely. But what? Oh yeah, you said right now. But Biden administration, I don't know.
Harshit is asking us, are you guys left-handed, right-handed, or ambidextrous?
Right.
I'm right-handed.
Right-handed. But Okay, what is this? Interesting. LOL. Armin, did you know that the brain uses 20% of our energy compared to 3% in other species? It's complicated to go farther, I think, especially considering all of the shortcuts, biases already. Yeah, it's
Wait,
complicated.
this whole 20% of our brain uses our energy. That doesn't make any sense. Because, like, there is certain aspects of our brain work in tandem with each other to give rise to different neural states. It's called functional connectivity. So, like, there is no. This is. I used to teach neuroscience, guys. Like, like there is no. Like, there is no one part of your brain that is used for one aspect of your cognition. It has to work functionally together to give rise to a cognitive state. And so, yeah, at any given time, only a percentage of your brain is being used to give rise to a cognitive state. But, like, you cannot use 100% of your brain 100% of the time. It doesn't work that way. Did that make sense? I don't know.
All right. It doesn't matter because okay. So, but going back to that question, just because something is complicated, that doesn't mean we can figure it out. Okay, come on, look at the things we have done.
Wait, what about what I just said meant any of that?
No, I was answering a different question.
Oh, okay.
I was Idris's point. David is saying, how long do you believe it will require for Islam to
David is saying this. David, I know you are saying this specifically because you know that it will trigger Armin. There is no other reason why you would ask this question other than you want to see him upset.
Okay, so how long will it take for Islam to reform? Okay. Islam has already been reformed. It's called Wahhabism. Okay.
And it's terrible.
It's terrible. Okay. It's called Wahhabism. I personally believe it's 2 centuries. I don't think there would be an Islam in 2 centuries. I think, again, this is a guess, very, very loosely hold belief that I'm willing to let go of. I mean, I don't have to because I'm making a prediction about a time that I'm not alive. So I could just, this is another trick people make. Okay. See, I'm being honest with you guys. Okay. People are like, oh, I am certain that this is going to happen like this exactly 150 years. And they're not going to be around for people to be like, what, you were wrong. Okay. So if you want to make certain predictions about something, just make them. This is what religious people do. Religious people took that to the extreme. They're telling you about things that you have to be about after. That's going to happen after you die. There's no way for people to call them out on it because you're dead, right? But there's another way that non-religious people could do the same thing, pull this, make predictions and be good. People for some reason like certainty, and you could just like give them like, oh, I'm sure religion is definitely going to end within like 150 years exact. That's my prediction, right? And people are like, oh, look at him, he's so certain, he must be right. Okay. And it's a safe bet to make because if it doesn't happen, I'm dead. What are you going to do about it, right? So, but no, right? But I'm being honest with you guys. This is just a guess. I have no idea how certain. I'm not at all certain about my guess right now, but I don't think religion is going to survive. Like, I think, well, I mean, there's going to be random people here and there, but I think Islam and Christianity are going to be as relevant as the belief in Zeus 150 years from now. You think that's very up? Yeah, I think so. I think because it's not just because the progress that we're making is not linear. It's logarithmic, right? Like the progress is also, it's not that we're making progress, it's the speed of our progress is also increasing. So it's like acceleration. Yeah, so it's crazy. Like things are happening at such a pace that I don't think we will have religion in 150 years.
Dang.
Yeah, we will have a new religion that is based on reality, which is us becoming like godlike. But go on. Yeah.
Oh snap! And you mean us two specifically?
Yes. Exponential. Daniel Jones. Thank you. Exponential. Go ahead.
For instance, what are your thoughts on psychedelics turning people back to being spiritual or religious? Okay, so I have a lot of personal feelings about this because it is super annoying to me that most of the okay, like small rant.
Yeah, sorry guys, I said logarithmic, I meant exponential. Sorry.
I know. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
So I find.
Wait, be careful. Be careful. We don't do drugs, guys. Do not do drugs. Okay, so
that was not what I was advocating for. In fact,
I know. I just wanted to YouTube might get pick some things, right? So I'm just trying to give the algorithm. Yeah, YouTube, please do not strike us down. We're not advertising the usage of any illegal material. Okay. Okay. Go on.
Oh my gosh, this small rant. So in my area, it is so hard to find men to date who do not talk about psychedelics like it's a personality trait. And so when they hear about the work that I do, then they start talking about their psychedelic experiences and how basically they don't believe they're a person anymore, but they still continue to go to their banking job anyways. And the thing is, I get so bitter about it. I'm like, just because you messed with your brain chemicals, that does not actually provide evidence for your claim.
It does.
How so?
It proves how nonsensical it is to believe in spiritual stuff.
That sense, yes.
Because for you to believe in it, you have to alter your brain to experience. I mean, what does that say about the things that you believe in?
Yeah.
For you to have to actually mess up with your brain chemically to be able to have those experiences. If that doesn't tell you that there's nothing objectively real, that these spiritual feelings that you're having is not based on something independent from your brain, I think that proves that actually proved that the other people, doesn't prove, but it's highly suggests that the spiritual experiences that other people are having without the psychedelics is also based in your brain, and not about something that is happening out in the world outside of the confines of your mind, right? Like your brain, right? Mm-hmm. So I think this actually shows that spirituality is just a state of mind, not something that is not something about the fabric of the universe as a whole.
Yeah, and I've also seen it just destroy the lives of people I was friends with and really mess up their mental state. And I've studied what LSD specifically does to your serotonin receptors. And guys, you have to be, it's so careful. And I do think it is an area that needs to be studied more, though. I think what is going on in our brains during those states should be studied in depth because it's very interesting. But I don't think it's a legitimate in terms of being a sound epistemology of a way to reach a knowledge of spirituality.
Okay. Enlightenment Loading saying, do you motivate yourself every day for this, or you just wake up to do it? I just do it, right? Honestly, I enjoy hanging out with you guys and chilling. This is my social life, right? This is my social life. To be honest, at the very end, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go now. Okay. But at the beginning, I was like, oh, I really like doing this. Okay. But I'm being honest, at the very end of the live streams, especially when we get to 2 hours, I'm like, okay, yeah, we're done here. But no, I do get excited to hang out with you guys.
For me, it depends on the topic.
Oh yeah.
Most stuff I'm like, yeah. But some days I'm like, oh, Armin, why are you making me talk about it? I don't want to talk. Armin, why?
This is a comment, not a question. Guys, questions more than
DNA Waterbag is saying ex-Muslims have no political power. They have Omar, I think he meant to say Talib, and Sarsour. How long before they want you canceled? Armin has already been canceled. Are you kidding me? When has that stopped him? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, make sure. So, Susanna, if somebody is a member and tags Atheist Republic, make sure you highlight that as well. Okay.
Okay.
Well, we got a super chat. 10
Ah,
Australian dollars super chat. Jeez, that's
AJ.
huge. Thank you so much. Okay, you want to read that?
With Biden taking office in January, AJ, we don't know that. Okay. They still, no, I'm kidding. Smooth transition to the second Trump presidency, second Trump administration. With Biden taking office in January, do you think we will see a decline in wokeness without Trump constantly fueling the right and the woke from the position of power? My broad answer would be yes. They will, for the more, and speaking in generalizations, and I don't know this for a fact, but I suspect that people who are more in the middle, who are good people who are inclined to oppose the policies of the Trump administration that they find to be hateful, will not think that they have to go to as fringe of views and as possibly as extreme of methods as some of the work might make you think that is necessary.
All right, so I think your audio just got lowered for some reason. I think that yes, Trump losing was a major blow to the woke cult. It's definitely like a fuel that they're not going to have anymore to run on. However, the woke cult wasn't just relying on Trump to become more relevant. There are other things that influences their growth and relevancy at the same time, right? So just because we don't know what's going to happen, right? So just because they lost Trump, that doesn't mean that they're not going to grow because something else is going to happen, right? So there might be some other there's so many different. This was a major factor, so I'm so glad that it was taken away, and it might end up in them becoming less and less relevant. But there are other things that might happen that will make them that will fuel their movement. So, but yes, but I do think that this was a major loss to the woke cult.
Katie has a really good question.
Wait, before we go to Katie, I just want to highlight this one because it's really easy to answer. Don't you think the beginning of the universe was supernatural? Nope. Anti-supernaturalism isn't rational. Nope, it is rational. Supernaturalism is moronic. All right. This one was the question?
This question.
Okay.
This is a good question. What's your favorite mythical character and why?
Callie, of course.
And why, Armin?
Because she's the sexiest of all mythical characters.
Because she's my girlfriend.
Yes, but also Lucifer.
Any particular flavor of Lucifer? Like more from a Judeo-Christian bend, more of an Islamic bend?
Yeah, no, Judeo-Christian.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually gonna. One thing that I'm sad about is that I don't get to study him more, and I don't know. Once I manage to make up some more free time, I really wish I had more time for mythology.
Yeah.
But like there's so much news happening every day, and there's a lot of books. But there's a list of books that once I get through, I'm finished. I'm gonna focus on mythology, especially Judeo-Christian mythology. Very interested in that, but definitely Lucifer, I think, is one of my favorite characters, and I'm going to look into him.
I think that's a really tough question for me. I'd have to go in the vein of Greek mythology. I'm kind of obsessed with the story of Hades and Persephone, so I really like that myth specifically. So I would probably say either Hades and Persephone as a couple, or maybe Artemis. Artemis is a badass.
I even got something to get started on. I have a bigger book on Audible, which is called The Origins of Satan. But before that,
me about that.
Yeah, but that's like way down the list. But I also have this tiny book. Look at this. I'm gonna get to read this one day.
That's so cute.
Look at this.
The devil.
Okay.
Is it just kind of about him as a character? Is this look at the
It's
origins of the character
yes,
historically?
yes, all of the above.
Okay.
Look, like this
Wait, it
is the
looks like you
part.
already started reading it.
No, I was stuck in the airport one day, and I just like went through it a little bit. But one day I will. There's so much to do. I don't know. Yeah. Um. Oh, $2 super chat. What are your favorite colors?
Thank you for the super chat, Render Unto Caesar.
Thank you so much.
What are my favorite colors?
Wow, you actually have to think about it.
Well, you go first.
No, you go first.
I want to think for a second.
Okay, it's green.
Oh, okay, that was easy. I don't know. Oh, and he's just gonna leave me like that. Wow. No, I'm kidding. I think, well, when I was little, shows you the type of person that was. When I was a child, when I was 4 years old, my favorite color was black. So I think my favorite color would maybe be black or blue.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna answer this one. Armin, what did you major in college?
Hey, let them see. Nice.
There we go.
Business.
Yes. Specifically finance. What did I do to this? Okay, what about you though?
Well, they didn't ask me. I I majored in psychology. I achieved honors in psychology. I'm part of Psychi. I did my minor in gender and sexuality studies, critical gender and sexuality studies, which was a waste of time and money. Don't do critical theory, guys. I mean, you can study it, but don't make it your major. I should have stuck with neuroscience, and I did an internship in neuroscience studying contemplative meditation via fMRI.
The Babylon Project, which is Vince, guys, go subscribe to the Babylon Project. Vince is asking, what job would you guys like to have if you weren't doing Atheist Republic? Farmer. Wait.
Farmer?
What do you like? Fisherman. No.
Interesting.
I have to think. Something that I get to be outside a lot, I guess. What about you?
I mean, well, I do have a job outside of AR.
Yeah, you do it. No, but what would you like to have? You hate your job right now.
I don't hate it.
Oh, I know.
I would like to be doing AR as my job. That's what I would want.
Yeah, but what if that wasn't? Oh, yeah. So you wish you could do this full time, like me. But something. Oh, I know.
Being a beekeeper would be fun, even though I have a severe allergy to bees. Bee stings.
I would like to be a YouTuber that does history and goes around the world and gets paid to go look at, goes to Rome and maybe I would be able to go back to Iran because I'm not an atheist activist and look at the historical sites there and make YouTube videos about that. Ooh, I would be like I would like to be a YouTuber that does mythology and history and travels the world and looks at evidence for different cultures, and it would be very similar. It would be very similar.
Yeah,
it would be
like
basically still. Yeah, it would just be not anti-religion. It would just be this very similar to this. It would involve a lot more travel and sightseeing and talking to people. It would be very similar. Okay. Luke is saying boring major. Okay, so when I was in university, I was like this close to getting my biology degree, and then I switched to finance. Okay. The reason why it's not a boring major, okay, is because, and the reason why I liked it is because it involved everything, right? So when you go into so I got all the courses for my finance degree, and also a minor in math, and also a minor in econ. What I liked about it is that it involved understanding so many things at the same time. Like when you're analyzing companies, you have to understand that business, you had to understand politics, you had to understand economics, you had to understand and some social studies. There's so many things that you had to understand at the same time. It was so many, like I went from biology, which seemed to be about one thing all the time, I mean, which I loved, but it was like I want to know about more things. And I was like, what could I get a degree in that involves learning about so many different things? And I was like, seems like finance is that, right? But even that was like, okay, this is too one-dimensional. So I was like, I was getting electives. I was like stuck in university for such a long time because I couldn't leave, because I was getting electives in geography, electives in philosophy, electives in literature, electives in, because I just I just wanted to stay there forever, right? At some point, I was like, we're gonna go bankrupt if we keep paying for uni.
I love Vince.
Well.
Fisherman and beekeeper. Okay, was not expecting that. I worked on a farm. I'm a really like hardy person. I'm a tough girl. Okay.
Well, we got a super chat, $5 render onto Caesar's a minor in math. That's freaking cool. Big brain arm. Here's actually an interesting thing. I went and got all the courses for getting a minor in math and all the courses for minor in econ. And all I had to do because I finished all the courses, really high grades by the way in math, except one class in math that was about mathematical proof. That was crazy. That was insane. Okay, but other than that, every single of all my other courses, math courses, I got really good high grades. And I actually didn't end up going and collecting the minor, right? So like I finished all the requirements, I had all the grades and everything, and all I had to do is now go collect the degree. And I was like, I'm not, you can't say I'm lazy, okay? Because I wasn't lazy enough to not do the courses. I did the work, but I was too lazy to actually go to the office and collect the degree and do the paperwork. Because I was like, what's the point? I already know the stuff. I already took all the stuff, but the difference between collecting the degree and not collecting the degree, I was like, yeah. So, I have, even to this day, all I have to do right now is go to UBC, University of British Columbia, and be like, give me my minor. And I still haven't done that because I was like, I know the stuff. That's all I need to know. I just know the stuff. Like I did the courses. So at that point, I realized, like, am I just collecting degrees now? What's happening, right? So I know.
Harshit is asking a really good question.
Hold on. So Edris is saying mathematical proofs are the best. Yes, it's the best. It broke my brain. Okay, the course that I took on mathematical proof was only allowed in our university for people that had an average above 80% on all their math courses that they took, right? So I only was able to take that class because my average was above 80%, and everybody in that class had an average above 80%. That's how they got the course, but half of that class failed. Imagine that. Even though everybody in that class had an average of above 80% on math, half of that class failed the class. That's how tough this class. Where's the book? Okay, go on. Sorry, highlight that. Where's my book?
Oh my gosh. Harshit saying, asking for a friend. Maybe because he doesn't want you to be triggered. I'm kidding. Historically, we have seen progress ebb and flow. So does that mean that fighting Islam might not be useful at all, since the progress might get reversed? Who said that we're gonna stop? You think we stop when it goes into, like softer, like puppy mode where it seems fine and harmless? No. Yeah. Like,
guys, we have seen progress. Okay. Yes, we're not. A lot of people think I'm against reforming Islam because I think things can get fixed overnight. Okay. No, obviously it's going to be a slow progress, but that slow progress comes from challenging bad ideas outright, rather than negotiating. Well, can we have these bad ideas instead of those bad ideas? Okay, so just because I'm saying we should call out bad ideas always at all times, that doesn't mean that I think that the progress is going to be immediate. A lot of people are like, oh, Armin thinks Muslims are going to become atheists overnight. Nope. I think we're going to have a slow progress, but that slow progress is going to be faster if we just call out Islam as horse crap. Just like, instead of being like, well, let's not throw out the baby out with the bathwater, kind of, that will just make the progress a lot. In fact, that will make the progress go in reverse. It's not even going to be progress. Okay. So yes, I am for slow progress. I just think we achieve that slow progress if we challenge these bad ideas head on.
Number question.
Okay.
Idris is saying, did you know our ancestors were trapped into agriculture? What are your thoughts on that? What do you mean by that? Trapped into agriculture?
I think it might mean that the population rose to a level that they could not do, they had to do agriculture to be able to sustain the population. I mean, once you have, I mean, so once we went from hunting stuff into planting stuff, all of a sudden we had so much excess calorie that we could support higher number of people. But once we got those higher number of people, then we were forced to do. Is that what you mean? I don't know. That depends on what you mean. We had a comment that I think you're gonna like. Here, look at this.
Oh, thank you, Super Cat. I appreciate it. Ghost Bunny is saying, Armin, I'm about to start my bachelor's for finance in January. Congratulations, Ghost Bunny. Any tips to get through it? Put on your finance, your big brain finance hat.
Any tips to get through it? I mean, what do you mean? Like, just do the work and study and do the exam. Oh, actually, I have a tip. I have a tip for every course. Okay, this is what I did. I don't think you're gonna do this, but this is what I did in my uni. Okay, I got free tutors by going from one. So here's the thing. I realized at some point that I don't even have to study. Okay. Let's say like we had Econ 101. Okay. And my time slot was, I don't know, 9 a.m. in the morning. Okay. But I picked a professor that I liked, but there's two other professors that were teaching the same Econ 101 at different times. Right. So I was like, I will just go to Econ 101 with my time slot, and then I will go for the same class, for the same, and I retake that class with this prof, and then a third time with this other prof. So I was like, these people, I cheated because I paid for one class, but I basically secretly slide into these other classes. And I was like, I don't even need to study. So I got the first prof to teach it to me, and now the second prof is reviewing it for me, and then the third prof is just making sure I completely got it right. So I was like, I had it like spoon fed to me by just sitting back and letting these. I think I don't know. Is that legal? I think I stole from my. I think I stole.
Legal.
I think I've basically stole like free time, free prof, because these profs are being paid and all.
If they're not checking who's actually in their attendance, that's on them. You know?
But I think that really helped. I just basically sat back and like, I don't need to study. Repeat what I just learned to me one more time. And then I would like had to like, then they were like, I tried to like guess what he's gonna say when he was solving something. I was like, oh, I did this in the last class. Let me see if I could do it before he does it. And then it was like, oh no, I didn't. And then the third class, like, now I really have to do it before he does it, right? Because I've already been doing this twice, right? So it was like so easy. That was one trick that I had. Another trick was, study groups.
I know what your other trick is.
Study groups with people that you wanna bang. Will motivate you into performing. Okay, so study groups are really good. Okay, go
on. Study before your study group so you impress who you want to bang. Also make use of your TAs. If you have TAs, make use of them. I was a TA and I really liked doing it.
Right.
Um,
But yes, studying with people who you probably wanna bang will motivate you to impress them, and yeah. So and you end up that's it. I don't know if this works with other people, but that's a major motivation. Then you get like short-term rewards because I don't know
wait, we got a
exam
super chat.
season is like so down the line. You're like, I will study it later, right? But if you have to impress this girl like tomorrow, they're like, I better figure this crap out before tomorrow. God damn it,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
wait, before we go to the super chat, Susanna, make use of TAs. Armin, F your study group partner. If it works, it works. But we got a super chat from Layman, gave us $5 Canadian. Thank you, Layman. Saying, Armin, are you an atheist or are you an anti-theist / anti-religious where you believe the world would be better if religious didn't exist sociologically? Well, I can answer that question. It's both.
Yeah, why do you
No,
think
los dos.
I don't understand the or part? Like, or I'm an anti-theist atheist. Where you believe the world would be better if religion didn't exist. Well, what do you think? Do you think the world would be a better place if people didn't believe in random superstitious nonsense? Let me think about that. If more people had belief system that matched reality rather than random crap that people came up with 1400 years ago or 2000 years ago, would that be a better world? That's such a hard question. Of course it would be a better world. I mean, is that even a question? I mean, thank you for the super
Thank
chat.
you for the super chat.
Thank you for the $5 Canadian super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay.
Vince is asking a good question.
Mm.
Who is a public intellectual that you guys disagree with a lot but still like? The first person that came to my mind was Ayaan Hirsi Ali. I disagree with her on a lot of stuff, but I still really admire her, and I really like the work that her foundation is doing.
Okay, I'm gonna trigger a whole bunch of people. Okay,
let's do it.
I don't know if I could even. Okay, so Jordan Peterson, I disagree with almost everything he says.
Yeah.
Okay? Everything he says. Well, I'm pretty sure he has some takes that are good that I don't hear. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But 90% of what I hear him say is just like, no. Okay. But I met him personally. And he's just a wonderful human being. Okay. He's just one of the nicest people I've met in person. Okay. He's a guy that really cares about the people who are talking to him. He looks at them in the eye. He takes them very seriously. He enjoys hanging out with them. He breaks security protocols just so that, like, before events, to be able to go to the people who are standing in line that paid a lot of money to see him speak. He just surprises them by coming in outside and hanging out with them in line while they're trying to get in. Like, imagine that. He's just a nice person. Okay. I hate his ideas, hate his ideas, but I really like him as a person. Okay. Yes.
Neptune is saying, would you consider a second conversation with Devin Tracy?
Yeah, of course. Yes, for sure. Why not? Probably somewhere other than YouTube, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe
Yeah.
on well, it's not a channel anymore.
Yeah.
Did they call it a channel on censored TV?
I don't
What did
know.
they call that? I don't know.
Yes. I would like to, maybe on his channel, but I don't know if it's safe to platform him on YouTube. I'm sorry, but it's not safe, right? But I would love to have a conversation with him.
Sure. Wait, I need to skip forward a bit because Robert asked a really sweet question. Hi, Robert. How are you? Imagine future Armin and Susanna at age 50 looking back at you in 2020. What would they say you underestimated about the world? Well, that's very hard to predict. I mean, I'm not about the world, but I think I would say that I underestimate myself.
I think that's a self-contradictory question.
Yeah.
Because if I predict right now what we underestimated about ourselves, then we technically didn't underestimate that.
Oh.
Right? You know what I mean? Like this is if I come up with what we underestimated about the world, then if I could answer that, then 50 years from now, then we would not be then we wouldn't have underestimated that. I think, but just for the sake of answering this question, I think what I think I might have underestimated is how fast things are progressing, right? So even though I'm telling you guys that things are going to progress much faster than a lot of us think, I think even I might be like, oh my God, I didn't even see that. I keep telling people how fast we're going to progress, but even I think this is faster than I expected, right?
Like the change you've seen in Iran, you never expected in your lifetime.
Right, exactly. Like right now, I'm saying like, oh, religion is definitely going to be, well, not definitely, is likely going to be like irrelevant 200 years from now or 150 years from now. Maybe I'm like, oh my God, it ended up being like, oof. It ended up being only like 80 years, right? Something like that. I think that's what's going to be happening. What's going to happen? Okay. Interesting. Basically, summarizing my comments: the natural selection on plants tramp hunter-gatherers into more and more care for the plant until you're an agriculture, agriculture. I don't know. I don't have natural selection of plants traps hunter-gatherers into more and more care for the plant. I don't
really have an opinion on
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't thought about that. Okay, so
if we missed your question, please post
yes,
it again.
please post it again.
Been jumping around a lot.
Yes.
What we see has been.
Yeah. What types? Okay, so important question time. What types of theater do you like, or are you a heretic? I'm a heretic. Are you a heretic?
So, oh my gosh, I had a dark past as a theater kid.
Wait, I actually know what I like. I like Russian ones with the dancing. Oh yeah, I remember going to theater in Russia, and I was like, yes, it was really
theater,
beautiful.
not ballet or something.
No, it was. It involved a lot of Russian dancing, but it was not ballet. But go on. What were you saying?
I don't know. Literally, the first thing that came to my mind is like a black box theater, but that's literally like a type of theater structure, not like a type of play.
Wait, now I'm having flashbacks now. I think there is. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I all of a sudden have this urge to go back to Russia, just to revisit that theater, and I don't exactly remember what I'm remembering, but I remember as a kid in Russia watching this theater and just going like, what am I seeing? This is amazing. Okay, so I don't know.
It sounds like very kind of like experimental. Like, I don't know.
No, it was beautiful.
I've been in some weird theater scenes.
No, it wasn't weird. No, it was.
No, I'm just speaking for myself.
Okay, this was like definitely like a clear story. It's just the dancing, I think, that I liked a lot. It was the dancing and the music involved with that theater that it was. I had no idea what the story was because it was in Russian. Okay, so I don't know what was going on, but visually it was very stimulating. But go on.
One of my favorite plays is Metamorphosis, which is like a retelling of the Ovid. If that gives you any idea.
It got me.
That's all it takes.
Favorite Shakespeare play? Do you have a favorite Shakespeare play?
Luke asked us this before, and no, I don't. Midsummer Night's Dream is pretty good.
Okay, so I thought, what's the name of the one with the poison in the ear?
Can you give me a little bit more?
Where like somebody was killed because of the poison in the ear, and the ghost comes back and tells people like, I was there.
Hamlet.
Okay, Hamlet.
I'm assuming.
I thought that was,
if I'm wrong, that's gonna be embarrassing.
Yeah, I don't know, but I remember that being like, yeah, that's interesting. Let me read the full story. Yes, it was Hamlet. I like this like I remember like as a teenager I picked up like Shakespeare and I read it like, okay, I have no idea what's going on, and then I found a book that was like Shakespeare simplified in easy language. I like, okay, I'll pick that book, and I started reading it, and I'm like, oh, these are started interesting. And I like this Three Witches one with the witches that came and oh yeah, I like that a lot.
That's
Macbeth.
Hamlet too.
No, that's Macbeth, I think. I don't know. I like the
Oh no,
witches.
that is Macbeth. I get them
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah, I like that one actually because they were. Yeah, I like that because they're like he tried to avoid all the things that they predicted, but his avoidance made them come true. So that was pretty poetic.
Mhm.
Like Uno card, like something the universe playing Uno reverse card on you. So that was pretty cool. but
It's omelet.
oh yeah, but Hamlet was very weird because it started pretty interesting, and then everybody died. Doesn't everybody? Is that I remember? This is years ago. But I remember everybody just dying.
Like pretty much, they
like,
take
and
everyone takes each other out,
and then like somebody just ended up. I remember somebody just ending up in the lake and their body just puffing up because of the water, and their dead. The dead body just puffing up with water. I'm like, what the hell am I reading? Like, what is this ending?
There's a lot of
right? Is that am I remembering these things right? Because this was like years ago.
Music Guy has an interesting question.
Okay.
If you had a chance to go back in time and prevent Muhammad from creating Islam, would you?
I don't have to because Muhammad didn't create Islam. I would have to go if I want to prevent Islam, I have to go back to Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik is that his full name? Abdul Malik created Islam. Yes.
You're saying everyone dies at the end. Luke's like, that's like 60% of the place.
that doesn't narrow it down.
Yeah, that doesn't narrow it down. You're like, yeah, there's someone died and there's a ghost. I'm like, a little bit more, please.
All right, guys, Muhammad was not a Muslim. Muhammad did not start Islam, apparently. Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like it was Abdul Malik who started Islam years after Muhammad's death. Okay, the early Arabs were not Muslim. The Arabs that invaded Jerusalem and took down Persia, they weren't Muslim. They were this weird sect of Christian that didn't believe in Jesus's divinity. Okay. That should be oh wow, look at the Arabic term here by Soha. Abdul Malik bin Ibn Marwan. Do you think Muhammad was cut or uncut? I think cut. Next they're gonna say he didn't have a flying horse. Yeah, I don't know about that. I wouldn't go that far. Islam was a Byzantine Jewish project to destroy Iran. Nope, but that's interesting. Armin, what the F? Why? What am I saying? The Catholic Church was against comedy, and comedian couldn't be buried or censored. Couldn't be buried or censored. Grounds, hence why was very anti-religion. I don't know what this is. Who's this? Moliri? I don't know. Even if so, no religion should there. Okay, Mir Ali saying, even if there is no religion, should there be common ground rule where we must play by? Religious people ask, will you have kids with moms as if there's no religion? Abide by. I mean, yeah, we should have laws. Yeah, of course. Are you asking me if we should have ethical codes that we enforce without religion? Yeah. If I'm against religion, that doesn't make me an anarchist. Susanna, you're back? You're muted.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you read? No, I haven't. If yes, so no, I haven't then. Did you hear that the UAE removed apostasy law? Yeah.
Well, no. Well, Maha, if you have information about that, let me know, because to my knowledge, they have not removed apostasy laws. My understanding is that they relaxed a lot of Islamic laws in favor of personal freedoms. What I read is that none of them related in any way to apostasy. So if there's something that happened like today or more recently, like please let me know, because I have not heard that
What is your argument for not putting pronouns in your bios?
Oh, Vince. I don't really have an argument. For me, it's more of a personal thing.
For me, it's because my pronouns are exactly what you think they are. Is that bad to say?
No, I mean, that's basically what it is for me too. And given the fact that I went through a very strange period of my life regarding my own gender because of that own personal thing that happened with me, I was like, no, I want you to assume my gender. But that's not an argument.
Two things have to happen for me to put pronouns in my bio. One, people have to get my pronoun wrong. Two, I have to care that people are getting my pronoun wrong. Okay, and neither of those things are going to happen. I'm not against it. If somebody cares, if somebody is likely doesn't want people to get their pronouns wrong, and people are getting their pronouns wrong, and even if they're not getting your pronouns wrong, and you just want to make sure that you get your pronouns right, if you care about that, put your pronouns in your bio. If you think putting your pronouns in your bio, it's normalizing, queer being queer and all that, and gender,
mostly trans.
I think it's more for gender fluid people and non-binary people as well. I mean, if you think that's
under the trans umbrella.
Okay, so whatever. If you think that helps, then do that. For me, I don't think most people would get my pronouns wrong, and even if they do, I don't mind. And if me not minding, that doesn't mean that other people minding they're wrong to mind. Okay, if I say I don't care if somebody gets my pronoun wrong, that doesn't mean that if you care that somebody's getting your pronoun wrong, that why you care about something so unimportant. No, just because it's not important to me, that doesn't mean it shouldn't be important to you. Okay, we all have different things that we care about. Okay. You want to highlight?
British Jane is saying, what do you think about the Indian government trying to remove secularism? So this is something we've talked about a lot on this channel. So if you want us to have a more expanded or more understanding of how we feel about this, like go just search on our channel, like literally anything regarding India. What I think about it is that I think a lot more people should care about it, because as the world's most populous democracy, this affects like 1 in 7 people. More people should care about it. That's what I think. They don't have to, but I think they should. Oh, you want to highlight your simping? Go for it.
No, you read it.
Oh my god. Not a question. I just got to go make dinner. I'm starving. Please take care of yourself. Just wanted to simp now in case I'm not back before the stream ends. # simp for Guru Armin. Love you guys.
Thank you, Ghost Bunny. Oh, sweet answer, Armin. Thank you. All my answers are like that.
Oh yeah.
But thank you. Ali is saying, Armin, we have a discussion earlier today in Persian Live about conspiracy theories and nationalism. Are they global issues? How can we fight back? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And you could fight back by by subscribing to Atheist Republic and bring more people to Atheist Republic, and get your friends to subscribe, get them to follow. We are the cure for all these diseases. We here at Atheist Republic, that's how you fight back, by helping Atheist Republic grow, okay? We are the #1 cure to all of these dogma, conspiracy theories, superstitious, religious nonsense out there. The cure is Atheist Republic. So just get people to if you have friends who are morons, just get them to consume our videos. And after a couple of weeks of watching our videos, you're just not like, wow, look at my friends. I had lost complete hope on my friend, and now they're cured. Wow, thank you, Atheist Republic. Okay, so just to do that, okay? Yes.
We got some good questions. This one I think is a pretty short answer. Sadi X, whose icon is the sexy Kali emote.
I love that.
How would you feel to perform this show in Saudi Arabia? I wouldn't. easy answer.
I mean, if I wanted to pick a way to go, that would be I would pick Iran though. It would be, yeah. If I ever were like, you know what, life is like, I'm done. I would just take a plane to Iran. I would and book a lecture. I would like, I'm going to go to Iran to give a lecture at Tehran University. My university, I used to go to Tehran University. I used to study cellular biology in Tehran University. So that would be an epic way to go, right? Be like, I'm going to go to Tehran University and I'm going to talk about atheism right in the middle of it. And I would just book my flight. That would be, wow. That would
yeah,
be.
you've told me before that that's going to be your final act of blasphemy. And I was like, no, don't do that.
Maybe if I get cancer or something, and I have like a month or 2 months to live, I'm like,
Terminal
okay,
cancer.
yes. Terminal cancer. Yes. Guys, cancer is not a death sentence. So sorry if you have cancer. I didn't mean that. Okay. But if I have terminal cancer, I know, like, I'd rather just go out in an epic way rather than stuck in a hospital. I would just book a flight to Tehran and then, like, say I'm going to go right in the middle of Tehran University and give a lecture. That would be the way to go. Would be, oh my God.
I wouldn't be able to deal with you being tortured in infant prison. Like, I couldn't even.
It's going to be like same as chemotherapy and stuff like that, right? I guess. I don't know.
That would devastate me. So Maha is saying, yes, this is news. They remove Hudud laws like apostasy. Well, Hudud is the punishment. Well, if you have more information about this, please send it to me in the Discord or on Twitter, because I was looking for this news while we were talking and I can't find anything, but that's huge if that is true. So please give me more information because I want to learn more about that. Wow, I'm really
okay. I'm going to paint my face blue when I do.
Oh my God. I'm the Scot here. Come on.
Okay. Wait, Armin, would you lay down? No, I would never do a boom boom. I don't want to hurt anybody.
Oh my gosh, no.
No. What the hell?
No. Stoney, you're not new here. You know that's completely like antithetical to him.
Oh, look, you're saying
oh, jeez.
So execution method in Iran is by the worst type of hanging possible. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no human way of doing it, but the less brutal way of hanging people is like it was in the Wild West, right? They just like put a rope around your neck and there's a drop and your neck breaks and you die. Okay.
Yeah.
But Iran was looking at that and it was like, first of all, I don't know why they do hanging in Iran. There's nowhere in the Hadith or in the Quran that says you need to hang people. Like,
well, probably because of the public nature of it.
Saudi Arabia does public beheadings. That's more Islamic. I don't know where Iran got the hanging from, okay? But Iran was like, why kill people painlessly when we could kill them painfully? Like, this is more brutal than Saudi Arabia, okay? What Iran does is, when it comes to execution, is way more brutal than Saudi Arabia, because even the act of beheading looks a lot more bloody and barbaric, but it's instant, okay? The way Iran executes is that they put the rope around your neck and they lift you. Do you know what that means? That means it's going to take a long time before you die. There are people who've been hanged for the crime of being gay, and the process of them being hanged made them chew their own tongue out from pain. They chew their own tongues out. That's how bad it gets. All right? There are people that took, I don't remember exactly, but a long time that they just were like struggling there the entire time. I'm not going to say exactly how many because I forgot how long, because I forgot. But there are people that kept on just staying there, and you can see the spasm, like they're going through a lot of misery. And I don't understand, like, why don't they do, like, I mean, if you want to be evil, why do you have to do this extra thing? Why don't you do the drop one where the neck breaks and they die right away? Why do they have to do the slow hanging where I don't understand. Like, I think the thinking process behind that was, we need to scare the crap out of people, and that's why they do it publicly, so that people Yeah. So yeah, maybe I don't know. Is that worse than chemotherapy? That's how I would. That's basically would be
Well, it
the end of
depends
it.
on if you would rather it be. I mean, it's both so slow and torturous.
Yeah.
And guys, let's not forget that Iran is, I think, the second largest state executioner, or they have the second largest amount of state sanctioned executions in the world.
After
China.
Okay, but per capita though,
Per capita, I'm
Iran
not sure.
per capita Iran is number one.
Guys, like hundreds of people have been executed in 2020 already. And yeah, just slow asphyxiation. And sometimes you don't die, you just pass out, you survive your I don't know if this happens in Iran, but in general, that method of hanging, you can survive your execution and then you got to go through it again.
Oh yeah, I think Iran is number one when it comes to Imagine being number two in the world after China. I mean, China has like total number wise, like that's, given the population of Iran, which is so tiny compared to China, compared to India, like being able to be number two with that population of only 80 million is crazy. So yeah, per capita, I think they're definitely number one.
Well, we also don't. The numbers that come out of China are not to be trusted. I would suspect it's much more in China. But even still, with them fudging it per capita, I'm again speculating. It would probably still be Iran. British.
Okay, go on.
Saying first per capita. I just want to do this really quick. British Jane is saying, can you also please talk about Jainism?
Yes.
I'm trying very hard to leave this conservative religion. Well,
we will do videos.
I'm glad you've come talk to us for a while. We'll look into it.
We will definitely do Jainism. Sorry, it's been taking a while. We'll do Jainism.
I'm wishing you well.
Yes, and thank you for being whatever you decide. The fact that you're open-minded and you're considering all sides, that says a lot about you. So congratulations with that. Katie said, yeah, I know chemotherapy includes drug, but it's much longer than like 40 minutes. You know what I mean? So you're gonna go. I don't know. I'm so glad that my mom decided not to go through chemotherapy. My mom, when she got cancer, she was like, yeah, I'm going to go. Bye-bye. I'm going to die, and I'm not going to do chemotherapy. Sorry. And she made the right decision. Kate, I mean, guys, for her. She made the right decision for her. I do not know what your situation is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is a solution for all people, okay? Don't come at me. What's the historical period you're most interested in, and why?
That's a tough question.
I think I want to be in Jerusalem when the Arabs came and invaded it.
Oh my Lord.
I just want to see. I just want to be there. Like, who are you guys? What is your religion? What do you believe in? This is like so many histories. Like, I would be like, everybody in Jerusalem is like so scared. Like, oh my God, who are these barbarians coming at us? I can't wait to meet these guys. I want to know. I have so many questions. Imagine like your army showing up. And I have like, hello, hi guys. I have a list of questions. What do you worship? Who's your prophet? What do you think about afterlife?
Like, is the Quran preserved?
And they're like going around. No, there's no Quran back then. And imagine they're going around and they're like killing people and like grabbing people by the hair and taking their money. I'm all right. Excuse me, sir. I have some questions. I'm like running around and they're like taking like treasure and they're like, excuse me, sir. Like, can you answer me this question? What do you think happens to us when we die? Yes. I will come back and I will have so many answers for everybody. Okay.
Wait, I have a question that I need to address.
All right.
Leo Cavalcante is saying, what do you guys think about the Mormons? They're a good cult? ? They are a effing awful cult. They're destructive, a destructive cult. Extremely damaging to those who are raised within that sect or that ideology. Even mainstream Mormonism, because there's fundamentalist Mormonism, which I think pretty much everyone can identify as an extremely destructive cult, given their compounds, given their treatment of children. Obviously, that's a destructive cult. Mainstream, reformed, watered down Mormonism is a destructive cult. Extremely harmful.
All right. Can you mute me because I'm getting an echo? Okay, guys, every time you say, so let me educate you guys. Saying strange echo coming from your mic, Armin, just started recently. It's not, it's always the other person that is responsible for the echo. How can you guys not get this? If you're hearing me echo, it's Susanna's fault. If you hear Susanna echo, it's my fault. Okay, because the audio is going from their headset to their mic, and you're hearing it twice. So it's not my mic that is giving an echo. It's Susanna's speaker that is giving an echo. By the way, another answer to the which period is the most interesting was a good one from Ali. Ali said Age of Enlightenment, which I agree. That's the most interesting. Like, that is my favorite part of history. However, I'm biased towards mystery and things that we haven't been discovered. And Age of Enlightenment has been very well documented, right?
Yeah.
So the reason why
I come for that question.
Oh yeah, you didn't. The reason why I come up with a different answer is because I'm interested in things that still needs solving, right? I mean, Age of Enlightenment, we have so much records of it. But yeah, when it comes to actually interesting ideas coming out of helpful ideas, interesting people, philosophers and thinkers, the greatest time in history is the Age of Enlightenment in Western Europe. But go on.
So my answer, okay, this is like, I'm very interested in like Imperial Japan, and I understand that there's several dynasties, and that's a very long period. But Luke, oh my gosh, Imperial Japan is very interesting to me. Yes, Maggie Harriman. This is only the tip of the iceberg of harmful Mormon beliefs.
Okay, let's be fair to Mormons. That's what Mormonism believes. Most Mormons have no idea that's the case. Okay, so most Mormons do not know this, and most Mormons are not this racist. But Mormonism as a religion, yes, that's how disgusting Mormonism is. But yeah.
Margio is asking a very good question. Margio De Paulo. Susanna, what are some things you think everyone should be aware of about Antifa? That's a tough question.
Can you clarify that you're for people who don't know?
Yeah. So that was a period of my life. What should they be aware of? Antifa does commit political violence. And I'm tired of people acting like that's not true. I've witnessed it. And again, Antifa is not a coherent political ideology. It's more of a tactic. And it's completely decentralized. So any given group can believe very different things or have very different opinions on things. But most of them do have an anarchist slant. And what do I think people should know? In my experience, the people who do this stuff are genuinely compelled by what they feel like needs to be done. Like there are people who are just there for the violence, straight up. But that's not most of the people.
Okay. Next question is Ali N75. How can we debunk the morality argument that are given all the time by theists? They think it's a peak argument that can defeat every atheist. How do you think I'm going to answer this, Susanna?
Oh, do you want me to tell you?
No, I don't want you to answer. But how do you think I'm going to answer?
Check out his book.
Yeah, you know me too well. I have a chapter on this, an entire chapter on this in my book, Why There's No God. Check out that chapter. And if you cannot afford this book,
if you subscribe to our newsletter,
stop it.
What?
I mean, I'm gonna say it. Okay, fine. No, but I have to give you guys only. Okay, if you subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description, you get a free PDF copy of my book, Why There's No God. Free PDF copy. Don't tell me I don't do you a favor. Like, look how I'm treating you guys, right? I'm giving you my book free. Free, no questions asked. Just subscribe to our newsletter. You get a free PDF copy of this book. on the first email that you receive. Okay. However, if you can't afford it, you can buy the book. It's like, all right. But anyways, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. So yeah, there's a chapter. So if I wanted to answer your question, this will go on for a long time. But which chapter is this? I forgot.
Well, and you also specifically wrote this book, so you don't have to answer this every time.
Yes, that's why I wrote this book, so I don't have to answer it. See, chapter 4. Morality stems from God, and without God, we could not be good people. And I respond to this in chapter 4. Okay, it's very small, it's very quick read, so you should be able to do it, right? Oh yeah, Deborah already bought the book. Yay! Thank you, Deborah. All right, guys, if you did read the book, please leave me a review on Amazon. Okay, Amazon, leave a review for the book. Thank you so much. Or Goodreads. All right, we should go now, unless there's just a few more questions, and then we go. Just like one or two.
Oh, this is a tough question from Katie. Which is the worst one, Mormons or Jehovah's Witnesses? Ooh, that's really tough. There's a lot of similarities in a lot of ways.
I don't
know.
Mormonism.
Why?
Because they are more political.
That's true. The JWs specifically do not believe in voting.
That's good. That eliminates them for political influence. They cancel themselves.
One thing that's extremely harmful about Jehovah's Witnesses over Mormonism, though, is, and there may be some emphasis on this in Mormonism, but I know it's way more explicit in Watchtower belief, but they completely de-emphasize education. They explicitly teach their children not to get educated, because your education, becoming a doctor, becoming an engineer, is useless in the kingdom of heaven, and so that really traps their followers within that religion. However, you could argue that that makes JWism less dangerous, because that actually cripples the organization, because the members are not as able to economically succeed to then therefore contribute back to the organization.
Ooh, I don't want people to be poor, though.
No, I'm not saying that they should be, but I'm saying that that makes Mormonism more dangerous, because they actually do not de-emphasize education to the degree that their members cannot attain economic success that would then be put back into the organization, therefore giving the organization more strength.
Yeah, the Mormonism is structured in a way that they become politically influential, and they are very tight. They take care of themselves so well. They become very influential, both economically, both financially and politically, right? So as an organization, they're a lot more dangerous. However, by the way, thank you so much. I'm putting off the Mandalorian to watch you guys. That's very sweet. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
So I was saying
we watched the Mandalorian together, actually.
Yes. So I was saying about the book. While Armin was in the UK, signed it for me. Here's what I wanted to highlight. Katie saying, so this is actually really, I forgot. The Jehovah's Witnesses says they have the blood transfusion taboo, and that's very, very bad for the children. I hope that
for just all members, particularly bad for the children.
But I hope that becomes illegal. That should be illegal, and the fact that Jehovah's Witnesses don't get political makes it easier for us to make that illegal at some point.
I guess I was answering the question in two different ways. Like, what makes it which group is more dangerous for the members involved, and then which is more dangerous for society at large. So, two different ways to answer it.
Okay, Stony is saying, which period of imperial Japanese history is Susanna most interested in? World War II?
Definitely not World War II. I can't even remember the name of... the Edo period is very interesting.
Oh, I didn't think you're gonna have an answer. Okay. Worst aspects about Buddhism, the myth of being the worst aspect of Buddhism is reincarnation and karma, and believing in things without evidence. Which one is the worst? Yeah, the believing things without evidence part. Okay, just nonsense, superstitious stuff that you just accept because this religion says so. That's the worst aspect of it. Luke is saying thoughts on Vosh and other mainstream leftist voices. I think Vosh is de-radicalizing leftists, okay, because he is somebody that is considered far left, and a lot of far lefty people are being attracted to him. And what are they hearing? They're hearing that
Anti-identity politics stuff.
anti-identity politics stuff, anti-science denying stuff, and so he's kind of like red pilling the far left, I think.
Wait, but I thought that Vosh explicitly defends political violence. That's not de-radicalizing.
No, it is de-radicalizing, because a lot of people want to be like Antifa violence, and they're like, oh my god, he's justifying it. But then if you listen to him, he's like, no, not when we have a democracy, not now, not like, he's like saying, well, obviously, for example, I don't know, like, would you say that uprising in Iran against the mullahs would be unjustified? You know what I mean? Would you say that if you lived under Adolf in Germany, would that be unjustified? So it sounds like pretty bad, but then you listen to him, it's like, no, he's not justifying any political violence right now against anybody, right? And then he's also against. So he's also against.
You're saying that the ideal Sharia conditions must be met.
Yeah, I think if you're run by Adolf from Germany, then a political violent uprising would be justified, right? But he's also for free trade and against protectionism. So he's kind of like a lot of people who would have gone around like, he's appealing to people that would never listen to anybody like you and me. A lot of people on the far left that would have been stolen by the Wokistani mob, and he's telling them that men's issues matter, that you shouldn't be racist against white people, and that's a real thing, that free trade is important and protectionism is bad, that science and empirical evidence matters, and you actually have to do the research and check peer-reviewed academic research to come up with conclusions instead of denying objective reality. I'm like, we need somebody like that on the most fringes part. Like, he's stealing away people from the woke mob to believe in things that actually are very important. Like, I think he's de-radicalizing the left. I think Vosh is de-radicalizing. I know he has a lot of opinions that we don't like and we disagree with, but the worst ideas that comes from the left are being challenged by someone like Vosh. And people who are listening to him are people that would never consider listening to us, which is amazing, I think.
We just got a new member.
Oh,
Pyro Kitty Cat became a YouTube member. Welcome to Satan's Minions, Pyro Kitty Cat. Although I think you already were a member, because you get a yellow badge on YouTube, so I think that means you maybe updated it or something. But yes, welcome anyway.
Thank you.
And Pyro is one of your official name on the list simps. So
yes, thank you, Pyro.
He looks to his shelf where it's sitting.
I'm honored. I'm honored to have you.
Wait, and then also Luke is saying you guys are both unreasonably hot. This should be illegal.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, yeah, I agree. Yeah. No, it shouldn't be legal though. But sure. Thank you, though.
Thanks. I like her just like, yeah, we are.
Okay, so we should leave now. Okay, let me just. Okay, what do you think about what do you do during Christmas? You mean what I wish I could do during Christmas was celebrate my birthday, which has been stolen by Jesus effing Christ. Okay, guys, I will do when I come here do a stream on Christmas. I better see nothing other than happy birthday, Armin. No Merry Christmases, okay? It's my birthday, goddammit. This is the entire reason why we started Atheist Republic was because Jesus stole my birthday. Okay, we're waging a war against Jesus.
Stole it from Armin.
Yes, the whole point of me being anti-theist is so that someday my birthday, people actually show up to my birthday, and that they actually give me 2 gifts instead of 1. I've been cheated. Okay, I keep wanting to go, but I keep seeing interesting questions. Okay, no, we have to go. Merry birthday. No, not merry birthday. Happy birthday.
Armin is the Messiah.
Yeah, I'm the Antichrist. Well, keep highlighting it at the same time. They got it. No, nothing. No.
Saturnalia.
Just happy birthday, Armin. You know what?
Birthday or bust.
Here's your new orders, okay? The members of Armin Army. You go to random people on Christmas, okay? And you wish them merry birthday to Armin. I don't know. Happy birthday to Armin. Happy birthday to Armin, okay? This is what you say to Christmas to everybody. Even people who have no idea who I am. You walk to them and you say, happy birthday. Blessed be Armin's day or something like that. Blessed be upon Armin on his birthday. Yes, that's what you say, okay? Every single one of you go out and tell Armin, tell everybody that, yeah, you wish me a happy birthday to people that have no idea who I am, okay? Nothing else is acceptable. Happy Arminita? Something. We have to come up with something.
Arminita.
We have to come up with something that just rolls off the tongue. So, yeah. I will kill a turkey in your honor. Blessing be upon Armin. Yes, that's it. Perfect. Deborah. Okay? This is what we do on Christmas. Blessing be upon Armin. Okay? People are going to be confused. Don't even explain to them why you're saying this. Okay? Just walk to them and just say, blessings be upon Armin on Christmas. Okay? That's what we're doing.
Wait, this is a really good Dirty Dancer. Feliz Arminidad.
I don't know.
Oh my God. Because Feliz Navidad is how you say Merry Christmas in Spanish.
Okay, be careful not to sing that because we will get a strike right away. No, not happy fest. No, just this one. I like this one.
Feliz Navidad. That's really good. The Spanish speakers are like, yes. Actually,
blessings
I shouldn't
be upon
the community. But
oh, look, BBUA. Yes, BBUA. Blessings be upon Armin. Like it. I love it. Blessings be upon Armin. Yes. Blessings. Yes.
Oh my God.
All right, cool.
Wait, no, you need to go to
there needs to be soon. There needs to be like a hand gesture or salute as well. Like, I don't know. A for Armin. A for Armin. Yes, just go like this. Blessings be upon Armin. Yes, A for Armin.
Armin, that's looking like a little
Illuminati.
It's looking a little Illuminati. Guys, Takia spotted.
Go like this every time. Like, blessings be upon Armin. Okay, and this is like the A sign. A for Armin. Okay. Cool. We're making a cult, Susanna. We're starting our own cult.
They've wielded that accusation against us so many times. We're like,
we might as well own
it.
We might as well own it, guys. I always wanted a cult. Oh my God, my Mary, guys! For this Christmas, for my birthday,
Arminidad.
I want a cult, my very own cult. This is the best gift I could ever get.
I put in 15 years of work.
Finally. Okay.
Adam is asking when my birthday is. My birthday was actually a few weeks ago. Go check out the birthday stream we did.
Yeah, we did a birthday stream.
Okay. I got real tipsy.
Yes, very tipsy. $10 super chat by David. This is the last one. No more questions. Okay, yeah. David, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. That's a lot.
Do you feel kinship for the religious groups, especially when they are persecuted? Coming from a Christian background, I feel super hurt when Christians are persecuted but not the same for Muslims. So I am actually extremely passionate about the persecution of religious minorities. As an anti-theist, I'm extremely passionate about this. But it has nothing to do with my prior group affiliation. I don't feel more affiliation to them than others.
I don't get. Well, why does their minority? Okay, guys, they just. Why does it matter if they're religious minority or not, though? I don't understand. I mean, their capacity to feel pain and misery is all that should matter, I think. Well, I mean, so we're saying coming from a Zion background, I feel super hurt when Zions are persecuted, but not the same for Muslims. Okay,
Christian,
you need to work.
not Zionist.
Okay, Christian, David, you need to work on that.
Yeah.
Like, I know you gave us $10 super chat and all, but that's messed up. Like, it's good that but it's great that you notice it, you acknowledge it, and you see it. But humans are humans, and they're, you should work on that bias. You should work on that bias to get rid of it, right?
Well, also I want to clarify something.
But as much as I think that's messed up, that's a lot. I think most people are like that, though, David.
Mm-hmm.
And you are way better than most people that don't even acknowledge that. Okay, but it's still messed up. Okay, but go ahead.
And my passion for the persecution of religious minorities is not on the basis of them being a religious minority. It's just because, given the fact that they are a minority in any given country that they live in, they might have they just have less political power, or the state might explicitly discriminate against them, not because they have some more humanness than other people who aren't minorities. You know what I mean?
Eidul Armin Mubarak.
Hey, that's good.
I like that as well.
LJ is saying, praise be to Susanna and her endless beauty. I'm done with praising men. Ex-Christian here.
Sexism. We're now endorsing sexism on this channel.
Oh yeah.
I'm done with praising men. This is okay. We do not tolerate sexism on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Wait, is LJ a man or a woman? Because if this is like heavy simping going on here, if you're a man, the straight man.
Insha Armin Bishmil Al Armin Mash Armin.
I like it. Oh, this is incredible. Guys, somebody, like, I'm gonna forget these. Somebody make a list. These are great.
Armin.
Of course.
Are you guys gonna do a stream on that? Insha Armin.
Yeah, actually, that is accurate though. Yeah, I actually not prefer that over Insha Iblis. Insha Armin. Yeah.
Armina Aho.
Yeah. Armino Akbar, Insha Armin, Happy Eidul Armin. Oh, Eidul Armin Mubarak. These are all perfect.
Deborah's loving this.
Yes, Soha too. Guys, yeah, let's hand out a list to everybody. The correct language. You know how the woke people, they have their own, like, every cult has this. The words that their own internal definitions and wording that they use that people recognize. Like, when you use them, people know that you're part of that cult because you're using the same vocabulary.
It's called loaded language.
Yeah, our cult needs to have that. Like,
well, we already have the coded language that we have to use for YouTube.
Yeah, no, but that doesn't make us a cult. So we need the hand gestures and rituals and the coded language, and then we'll become a proper cult. Amazing.
Wait. Auz Belarmin men Allah.
Auz Armin men Allah regime. Oh my, yes. Yes. This is great. Yes, we got a cult. We did it.
He did it.
We did it, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We have our own cult. I'm so proud of all of you. Oh, look at this. Oh, guys, we have to go. We have a stream. We have Secular Judges. Guys, if you're a Secular Judges patron, join us on Secular Judges live stream coming up now. If you're not a patron, don't worry. We're gonna have a public audio version of it coming up in a week or so, how long it takes. But yeah, see you guys on Secular Jihadist for our secular justice patrons. Assumption of Susanna. Oh yeah, Saint Susanna. Yeah, that comes later. Okay, first the male becomes holy and divine. The female is like afterthought. But anyways, so all right. Talk to you guys later. Thank you for the questions. And
thank you for the super chats.
Guys, if you're not subscribed,
what are you doing?
No, there's something missing. There's something missing if you're not subscribed. What is missing? Do you noticing the absence of Hekma? There's a Hekma missing. Where's the Hekma? How, like, guys, look at, are you noticing the absence of Hekma among the people who are not subscribed? Come on, guys, Hekma, do it now. It's both Dharma and Hekma.
The absence of Hekma.